It's a blowout. 8th inning, 10-3. Bases are loaded for Verlander, who waits on a 3-0 pitch. He swings, and it's a high fly ball. Deep center field. It is gone. Home run. And a huge bat flip to celebrate. All right, Ben, start the show already.
What is up, everybody? Welcome into another episode of Flippin Bats. We got a great guest for you today. I am pumped for him to join us in just a few seconds. Salvador Perez will be talking to me, coming off one of the greatest seasons of all time as a catcher, a guy that continuously plays every single game in a season. So I can't wait to talk to him about his crazy preparation that year last year where he won the home run title and, of course, the World Series runs with the Royals. I'm really excited to talk to him. So let's bring him in now, Salvador Perez. Salvy, thank you so much for joining me, my friend.
Hey, what's up, amigo? How are you? Thank you for having me, man.
I'm doing great, man. I appreciate that. Hey, let's start. Let's go back in time a little bit. As a little kid in Venezuela, you sign with the Royals at 16, 17 years old. How was that process for you? Like at such a young age, you signed to play professional baseball. How did that come to be?
Yeah, it's kind of hard because in Venezuela, if you don't sign when 16 years old and 6 months, after that, people think you're old and you only have 16. It's kind of crazy, seriously. But yeah, I was playing baseball. I was 4 years and a half, Little League, T-ball, and all that. So, yeah, and thank God they gave me an opportunity. Orlando Steven was the guy from Kansas City to fly to Venezuela and see me there in the academy. And, he saw me. I was slow around the 60-yard, but he still liked what I do behind the home plate. So he gave me an opportunity.
That's it. So you were always a catcher, or was little Salvador Perez a shortstop at some point in his career?
I was shortstop and third base. Seriously. And when I was 15 years old, Orlando Steven see me and tell me like, hey, can you throw some couple ball from behind the home plate? Because I think you can be a catcher. So that's how come I come in as a catcher and I signed as a catcher.
So that's how you signed, and there was a lot of talk, especially over this past offseason with the new CBA, of an international draft at some point, and that would change everything. Are you for or against that, and what do you think that would mean for international signees such as yourself?
I'm gonna give my opinion, and I agree with that. I'm super happy. Hopefully, that people can make that happen. Because I think more kids gonna have more opportunity to sign. So I'm kinda agree with that.
Cool. Yeah, I'm with you. As long as there's, you just got to get it right, and I think that's why it wasn't implemented immediately. If you're gonna do it, it's a big change, and you have to get it right. That's my opinion.
You're right. Yeah.
So in 2011, you made your debut, and what was, that's so cool. And I played in the minors for a long time and was always that one phone call away and never got to experience that. The moment you found out you made the big league team, how cool was that? What was that moment like for you?
God. The first thing that I do is just get out of the office. I was in Omaha, AAA, and George was the manager. And he called me after the game to his office and tell me that, the great news that Salvy, you got called up, you're going to be in big league tomorrow, so get ready. I was super excited. I called my mom. I came no sleep that night. I had to wake up like 4:30 in the morning, super excited. I think every minor league player, just waiting for that moment. So it's super excited. I'm going to never forget that. My mom was super happy. And it was a special day for us.
I love that your mom was your first call when you made the big leagues. How important is she to you now and your career throughout in your life?
She gap in my mom, that now I have my wife and my kid, but before that, she do everything she can to give me everything for baseball, to buy some gloves, batting gloves, and all that. I know what, she was working really hard. And she means a lot to me, it's kind of my work. And I thank my mom for everything she do for me. I don't grow up with my dad. they got divorced when I was 4 years and a half, so I don't see my dad after that. So, but it's part of the life. She do both.
Yeah. Since you since you made it into the big leagues that year, shortly after, man, you became the epitome of an everyday catcher. You are out there every single day, and that is it's an understatement to even say that's not easy to do. How important is it to you to play every day as a catcher?
I think everything starts, your mentality. It just depends how mentality or what kind of player you wanna be. So my goal was, be one of the best. Try to doing my best, work hard as I can, especially in the off season. And they give me opportunity. Ned Job was my first manager, and he was a catcher. He understands that position too, and he gave me a lot of opportunity, and I take advantage of that. So I kind of used to play every day. If I don't play, I don't. I feel bad. I cannot help my team. At least to try to win.
Do you? The preparation has to be wild to be able to do that. What's your preparation like? How many ice baths have you taken in your career?
I don't think I doing the cold top and hot top every day, Cold top, hot top, cold top. I think I prepare myself, pretty good, especially in the off season, man. I think that's the key. The way you prepare yourself in the off season, I think that's how you're gonna be in the off season. So you gotta be ready, based with sacrifice. So you gotta be concentration and sacrifice your life for at least 15, 17, 20 years, whatever year you wanna play in big league or whatever year you wanna be in big league.
It's cool to hear you talk like that. And I had a guest on last year that says very similar things. And I actually wanted to show you a clip from that interview. One of the greatest to ever do it, Ivan Pudge Rodriguez, and he had some things to say about you. So wow. I want to show you that clip.
Well, I don't want to use myself on that, but it reminds me like me when I was playing. I mean, I love to play every day. I always come ready to play every day. I was hating not to be in the lineup, and that's him.
How cool is it to hear Pudge Rodriguez say that?
For Hall of Fame, I got ghost fan right now. It's something. He was one of the guys that I follow a little bit when I was in minor league. The more that I follow with Yadi Molina, and I appreciate what Yadi Molina, do to me and do for better. The way he prepares himself, the way he like to catch every day. It's kind of like I always think if this guy can do it, I can do it. I just need to prepare myself, and he gave me some good tips. Yadi always was like, just the way you prepare yourself in the offseason, how you need to take care of your body, you need to, be a strong mentality. You're gonna have some good days, you're gonna have some bad days. You prepare yourself every day to be behind the home plate.
Is there a catcher you grew up watching and idolizing as a kid?
As a kid, a little bit Victor Martinez. And I know you guys know him, but I think a little bit injury in his knee and all that. He becoming a first base in DH. And after Victor was Yadi.
Yeah. It's cool, especially to hear Pudge say something like that about you. And now I'm watching the Royals currently, and I watch games and see MJ Melendez up there at the plate. And I'm not going to compare him to you, but there are definitely some similarities that I see with him standing in the box. I mean, it's pretty cool. How he's the real deal, it seems like, huh?
Yeah, he's great kid. He worked hard. He prepared himself. It's kind of remind me when I was, young, just try to do my best and help my team to win. I think he's going to be really good.
Did any player teach you, what player best taught you about preparation, you think? Because it's clearly such a big part of your game, and now it seems like you're passing that along to MJ.
I appreciate Yadi Molina, Victor Martinez, Miguel Cabrera. When I was young, and I got the opportunity to talk to this guy, and hear what they tell me, and there's a Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame guys talking to a young guy, I appreciate that, and I pay attention to what he said. You just try to be like him,
Yeah. So you mentioned Miggy, and we recently just saw him. It seems like every single day he's accomplishing a new milestone: 500 homers, 3,000 hits. He's one of only a few players ever to do that. Being from Venezuela as well, and seeing Miggy do what he is doing, how special was that? I mean, I got goosebumps watching it just from playing and knowing him a little bit. I'm sure you watched that as well, and it was pretty cool for you to see too.
Yeah. It's amazing. I feel like he represents all the players in Venezuela that we in major league. So it's good to see that as a guy from the country, and in this moment, and everybody what's going on in Venezuela. So it's good, it's happy, and I appreciate me everything he do for us.
Yeah. So I want to ask you about the 2013 season, because it's really the first season that you were that guy every single day. You were out there every single game for the most part. You made an all-star team. You won a Gold Glove award. So let's start there. You won a Gold Glove award your first season playing every game. How important to you is defense? Like, how much of your craft do you focus on getting your defense right and being able to catch a good game behind the plate?
I think that's to be a catcher, you need a separation, hitting and defense, because we don't have that kind of time to think about what do we do. Okay, I put my hand down, I gotta get a little quicker or something. No, as soon as we hit, it's over. We need to go put our gear and think about how we're gonna get that inning, And I think for Salvador Perez, defense is a kind of little bit more important, hitting. Because we need to help our pitcher, to try to win that game.
I'll never forget it. When I actually was talking to Pudge last year, we were talking. He caught my brother's first no-hitter, and I always remember from that game. He came up to hit in the bottom of the 8th inning, and ended up striking out and went back out there. And he said after the game, he said, I wanted to get out as fast as possible so I could get back out there and help Justin complete that no-hitter. And from that moment on, it just changed my mind. Like, catchers are different breeds. They care about their craft. They really do.
When you hear that from a Hall of Fame like Porsche Rodriguez, that's the way the catcher has to be. Sometimes we're not gonna hit homer every at bat. We just need to, whatever we do is over, just concentration to now be behind the home plate. How we're gonna strike out that guy, how we treat that guy in the last at bat. So that different for me is more important.
Well, you say you can't hit a home run every at bat. You almost did last year, but we'll get into that season in a little bit. But hey, in that 2013 season, you made your first ever All-Star game at 20. You were low 20s. How cool was that? That experience, walking in a locker room with the biggest superstars in the world. How cool was that?
Oh, that was amazing. And we're gonna never forget 2013.
Where was that All-Star game? Where was that All-Star game at?
In New York.
Okay. Oh, that's a sick one.
New York, and I got the opportunity to catch a Hall of Fame Mariano Rivera in his last All-Star game. I got some funny history about that. John Lila was the manager. Of course, you remember him. And before the game, he told me you're gonna make history today. So I turned around, 22 years old, and I don't know what he's talking about. I just want to start the All-Star game. I was kind of So he got me in the 6th. So I get 6, 7, and when all the ceremony for Mariano and all that, I was ready to go out. And Jolly touched my shoulder and tell me that, you remember what I tell you beginning of the game? So go have fun, enjoy. And he was right, we made history to catch a Hall of Fame Mariano Rivera in his last All-Star game.
That's so cool, man. So when you look back, you've now been a part of 7 All-Star games. Is there one that sticks out as the best? And I'm not saying the one that means the most, because they obviously all mean a lot. But is there one that you look back on that was the most fun, the coolest, that was the best experience?
I got the opportunity to be in the BOT last All-Star game. Derek Jeter and Mariano Rivera. I think that's the three. I know, like you said, all seven, you know, it's mean a lot to me and for my family. I had the opportunity to give that experience to my family, to my kids, to my wife, and all that. You know, it's good, but I think to be a part of a Hall of Fame player, you know, and you know, becoming the All-Star, the last All-Star game for them and be part of that, it's pretty special.
Yeah. So your first one was in 2013, and then the very next year, 2014, you played in what many consider, at least I consider, to be the greatest wild card game of all time. It was wild. Down 8-3 in the 8th. You end up winning it in the 12th. The big knock from you, game-winning hit. I mean, when you look back on that game, what are your memories from that day? It was madness.
Oh, my memory was we got Raúl Ibañez, you know, and the 7th inning, like you say, we down by 5 runs. I think it was 8-3.
Yeah.
And Raúl Ibañez bring everybody to the clubhouse, to the tunnel down the clubhouse, like, hey, the game's not over yet. So let's go, let's keep fight. We never know what's gonna happen, okay? Let's keep fight. So I don't know. Everybody get fired up, you know, and like, oh, come on, guys, we can do it. At least let's try and see what happens. Let's try how we can. Let's take our best at bat and all that. That was amazing.
How much
That was my favorite. One of my favorite games ever.
That's one of my favorite games, and I wasn't even playing in it. That was awesome. So you end up winning that game. You go on to the World Series. You finish just on the doorstep of being able to get it done. How much did you guys use that experience of winning that wild card game, getting to the World Series, getting so close, and then taking it into that next year and dominating, and ended up getting it done that year? How much did you use what happened in 14?
After 2014 season, I was the last time the World Series. So we're gonna never forget that neither.
Yeah.
And we come into 2015 spring training, and we don't even talking about to make it to the playoff. Everything was like, we're just talking about to win the World Series.
Yeah.
I think that was the key from the spring training. We're just thinking about World Series. We need to get it done. We need to get it done. We have the team. We need to get it done. Come on, guys. So we're just not like, okay, we're gonna make it to the playoff and see what happens playoff. No, we're gonna make it to a playoff and we're gonna win the playoff and we're gonna win the World Series. So I think was kind of, on this point, I say that it was kind of good that we lost in 2014 because I think we have more energy in 2015, and that made the difference.
Yeah, so it's a mindset goal, it sounds like. 2014, your goal was, let's get in the playoffs. And then you're like, screw just getting in the playoffs. We can do this. We can win the whole thing. And coming that close really helped you finish it off and get there in 2015. You got a World Series tattoo. Do you still have that thing? Is it still nice and bright?
I have it here.
Yes.
I still have it, yeah. That's the Tommy John. I put the thing for the ball. I don't want to see the scar there. That's my God glove. I got the All-Star game in this side. So it's kind of, you know, something good that I'm going to never forget about that. So I like to put it in my body.
You know, it's kind of cool. It's almost the story of your baseball career. And the World Series tattoo is right on your biceps, so you can show those off all the time too. Yeah. So it works out well. Hey, so last year you got to participate in another All-Star game, and you actually participated in your first ever home run derby. How fun was that?
Oh my God, that was one of my dreams. Wow. I like before I get done in baseball, please, God, I want to participate in the home run derby. I never did it. I'm not even in minor league. That was my first time ever. So I was super excited. I got put a lot, so I got a Loso Blanco, how they call him, you know. But that was fun. I enjoyed that a lot. You know, my family was super excited too. You know, I hit 28 and home run in the first round. That was amazing. That was one of the good experiences I'm gonna never forget neither. And if they invite me again, I'll be gonna go because we had too much fun.
Dude, that's awesome. And they're nerve-wracking. I actually, in the minor leagues, my first ever season in the minors, I was at the All-Star break, like towards the top in home runs, actually, as this like 6'4", 180-pound guy. And I got asked to participate in the home run derby, and I had 0 home runs towards the end of the round. I'm like, I got to get one or I'm going to be so embarrassed. I finally got one to sneak over, but it's nerve-wracking participating in those, and you're doing it on the biggest stage in the world, and it was awesome to see.
That was awesome. That was great. I bring my BP throw, Miguel Garcia, and that's kind of, that was kind of easy too, because he see me every day, so he know what I like the ball. So that was fun. That was fun. We had a great time.
Yeah, you participated in that home run derby, but also throughout the year you were involved in the home run chase with Shohei Ohtani, Vladdy Jr., and yourself, and you actually won it. You hit the most home runs of everybody as a catcher. How cool was that? And I know how much you focus in your career on your defense, but it has to be cool every once in a while to step back and realize what you're doing offensively. And were you able to take that moment in winning the home run title last year?
Yeah. Well, one of my goals was I never hit 30 homers and I never bring 100 RBI in one season. So last year I'm like, let me prepare myself, just trying to hit 30 homers and try to bring 100 RBI for the first time in your career.
48.
Yeah, no, 30. I know 30 and 100. That was my goal, but I don't know, man. That was I thank God. I prepared myself like super hard for that. And I work with Mike Tosar in Miami. It's a guy. He worked for us now. It's a guy it's a hitting coach guy. Get me used to in my routine, because I was the player that if I got two games with no hit, I don't like to do anything for the third game. I like just go and hit. Play the game and have fun. That's it. But he like, okay, just practice every day. Practice. Try to get used to do the same routine every day. And some point it's gonna pay for that. Okay. So, and that's what I do. That was amazing. And when I hit my 46 homer that I think I was tied with Johnny Bench and get a call from Johnny Bench. That was something that it's special for me to have the opportunity to talk when Johnny Bench.
Really? How did that conversation go? How cool was that?
That was good. That was good. He just like, congratulations, Salvy. Now you're in the list with me and all that, and it's amazing. I met him before in the Gold Glove ceremony, but just to hear guy like Johnny Bench, Paul Rodriguez, and Daddy Molina talking about you and say some good things, that made a little special.
It was one of the most impressive seasons for a catcher of all time. And and that's just on the field, not even talking about your off the field work, which is what won you the Lou Gehrig Award last year, which is to a player that exhibits the integrity of what Lou Gehrig did on and off the field. First off, how special is it for you to win that award?
Yeah, that was very special. There was a surprise event, because what I do outside the field, I don't like people know,
Yeah.
that I do, and so I don't know how they get all the information that I still figure out. I still looking for to see how they get that information, because I don't even post it on my Instagram. But it's a honor to win that. It's very special for me, for my family. That's kind of who I am, I talked to George Brett a lot, because he was the last Royal to win the George Gehrig Award. So that's special for me.
I know you don't post about it a lot and really want people to know, so you don't have to share specifics, but what are some of the things off of the field around Kansas City that you do?
I donate $1 million for they do a ballpark in here to help the community.
Wow.
We go out and a lot of charity things sign, especially now that we have the new uniform. My gear, my chest protector, my chin guard, my mask, bat, gloves, just to sign, to try to help people, to get the medicine they want, or to get whatever they need. I think it's something that we got the opportunity to do it. It's not gonna cost me anything, It's not gonna take me some time. It's only hour and a half, 2 hours. Enjoy with the kids. Make people smile. For at least 30 seconds. Just think about something different.
Yeah.
I think it's a big deal for different people.
That's so awesome, man. Well, congratulations on winning that award, by the way. And from what I hear, you're getting presented with that at some point fairly soon, right?
Yeah, that was Sam told me that. I think it's gonna be next week. Oh, after we coming from the road, we're gonna be on the road on Sunday for a week, and I think after we come, I think they're gonna
really
do
cool,
it from the in the ballpark.
That's awesome. So now we're here in this year, and baseball this year looks a little different, specifically with pitchers and catchers. Have you had a chance this year to use PitchCom? Do any of your pitchers use it?
Yeah, we all use it.
Oh, wow.
And I think, yeah, we all use it. And nobody on base, we still put some sign. But as soon as guy in second base or guy in first base, we use the PitchCom. I think it's gonna be hard to, like, steal some sign or give you the location and all that. I think it's gonna be a little hard. And I'm honest to you, man, I like it.
You do like it. What were your first thoughts? Were you a little timid about it at first, and now you like it, or the whole time you're like, this is gonna be great?
No, the first time, like, I think it's too much technology for us, okay? So, but now, I get used to that, and it's easy. You got some, just put whatever you want, slide it down away, and the pitcher he had, he said yes or no, change, It's good.
Did you have some convincing to do with Zach Greinke? I feel like he'd be like, I'm not using that, and then somebody have to convince him.
But he liked it too, and I think we did it one time in spring training. He got one too, and he called his game. It's more easy for us.
Yeah.
He's give me the sign, like, slide it down the way, fastball down the way, and I'm like, okay, that's what you want to throw, okay. So that was fine. That was good.
I think so from what I've heard, you can like customize the voice that the pitchers hear. Have you pre-recorded all the signs so they can hear your own voice in their ear?
No. And he was our bench coach, Pérez, before did it for us. No, I don't think they're going to understand me.
No, they'd probably be out there, shut up, Salvy. That's not what I want to throw.
What did he say?
Hey, some fun questions for you before we finish up that I like to ask people, and the first of which would be if you could catch any pitcher in the history of the game, current or ever, who would it be?
Randy Johnson.
Love that. Why?
Yeah, because the way he was throwing, the tough he is, the reliever of the ball, and all that was. Catch 102, 101, 103 miles per hour for a lefty, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Hey, so besides Kauffman Stadium, so take Kansas City out of this, what is your favorite stadium to go to and to play at?
Minnesota. I got a lot of homers there, so it's good.
That's awesome.
Minnesota, yeah.
Okay. So, all right, let's see. The best pitcher you have ever faced? Or the toughest pitcher you have ever faced?
I got some few pitchers. Your brother's there, 100%. Verlander's there, Churchill, Chris Sale, Clayton Kershaw, and they're really good. I don't like to tip. I don't like kind of like tip hard to the pitcher, but sometimes you're like, okay, yeah, you're good, bro. You're good.
That's great. So do you have like a best game that you have ever played? I love asking big leaguers this question because I feel like there's always a game, and it can be at any point in your life. It could be in T-ball. You could say, I hit 8 home runs, whatever it may be throughout your career. Do you have a game that sticks out as the greatest game you ever played?
That I ever played, I think it's in Tampa. Danny Duffy was pitching. We struck him out. I was behind the home plate, 18 batting, and we almost threw a no-hitter. It was one out away to throw a no-hitter.
Oh, that's
yeah.
So how important to you? How cool would it be for you in your career to catch one of those, to catch a no-hitter?
I still think that guys gonna send me one, before I retire, because that's amazing. That look good on TV.
Yeah. Hey, so if you could give advice to younger kids coming up in the game of baseball, what would it be?
Like, never quit. If you have a dream, fight hard you can, to make your dream happen. I was coming from nowhere, and look who I am right now. So if I can do it, you guys can do it too. believe in God, and always think positive, no matter what the situation, something's gonna come out every day. So play hard and focus and go get it.
That's awesome, man. Hey, I truly believe that you are building a Hall of Fame career, and
Thank you.
I would love to see you in there. And how much would that mean to you someday to hear your name called into Cooperstown?
Oh my God, that's the goal right now. That's why we're gonna continue to prepare myself. I'm gonna play hard as I can. I don't like to put that in my mind, bro. Sometimes I think about it. And after you win All-Star game, after you being the All-Star game, win a Gold Glove, World Series ring, and all that. Now you just think about being the Hall of Fame. It's kind of like, okay, let's try, let's see how my career is gonna end. Hopefully in the right way. God can continue to stay healthy and try to finish strong and see what happens after maybe 5, 6, 7, 10 more years in big league.
Woo! I love that. So let's say, and we're not going to assume, but let's say you do get there someday. Who is the first person you are going to thank in your speech?
Oh, my mom, man. I gotta stay with my mom because if she don't do what she did when I was young, I don't think we're gonna be here with you talk to right now. So it's gonna be my mom and the second person that we're gonna. And I was Pedro before, my bench coach. He with me with the last 10 years, and kind of my mentor guy.
Well, I hope you get there, man. I'm rooting for you. You have a big fan in me. I really appreciate you hopping on here with me, man. I mean what I said. I'm a big fan, and what you do on the field is incredible, but what you do off the field is what makes me the big fan I am of you. So I appreciate you hopping on, and best of luck in the rest of your career for sure. You can always come back on, man. You're a friend of the show now.
Thank you, my friend, for having me, okay?
I appreciate it, man. See ya. All right, and I wanted to thank Salvy for joining me. Truly, what a guy. It was awesome to hear him talk about his career, but to hear him talk about the work he does off the field in Kansas City, he never really talks about that, and it was really cool to hear the player he is on the field we all know about, but to hear the person he is off the field was awesome. What a great conversation with an incredible dude, and I truly hope and believe he may be a Hall of Famer someday. So thank you all for listening. I truly appreciate it. Make sure you're following, subscribed wherever you listen to your podcast, Apple, Spotify, Google, wherever it may be. Rate it 5 stars as well. That really helps. We're also on all social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube as well. You can watch every episode, the video of it on this beautiful set on YouTube. Flippin Bats Pod, anywhere you listen. I appreciate you guys for checking this out. I will see you Thursday for the live episode of Flippin Bats. Peace.